Hello.
Hello.
It's Brighton HorrorFest.
Yay!
It's Brighton HorrorFest again.
Yay!
For the 10th time.
Yay!
10 of them. 10 of them. That technically means, since it is Brighton HorrorFest X, that this one should be set in space. I'm working on it. The effects budget's low. I am struggling to find words, which is unusual for me, as many will attest. I am struggling to find words about what it feels like to be on the 10th edition of this festival. When you set out with these ideas, these pernicious dreams, you think that if you get one out of the stables, then you've done really well. It's an incredible and difficult and wonderful thing, but you get to the end of that and you think, God, we did one. I hope the next one goes okay. You just don't think that a decade later you'll still be actually doing it, and it survives a pandemic, which is very on brand, and some really tough times for artists, for venues, for live performance in general, and that we're still here and getting bigger again post that lockdown period. 10 editions of a horror festival. That is a huge thing. And we're so lucky to see that happening, not just here in Brighton, but across the country. There is obviously the gorgeous Edinburgh Horror Festival, which is going to be having its 10th edition this year. It is a wonderful thing to be seeing live performative horror in all of its shapes and sizes be celebrated up and down the country on stages in beautiful spaces that are frankly incomparable. To be hosted in strange, odd, wonderful spaces that are apparently not held, as I think, on our lockdown periods, not held in the esteem of being the gems of our cultural crown, and yet seem to be the ones that were able to make everything happen. And here we are, still making it happen, and still all doing it together. You have all taken the time to make work, dream of work, place your nightmares on paper and then on boards. You have not just taken that huge step to make a piece of live art, but you've taken the huge step to make a piece of live genre art. And I'm not going to bang on about this too much, but I think most of us in the room are very well aware of the fact that certain genres get elevated, while certain genres get desecrated. And horror is one of those spaces that never gets typically allowed to be high art. I don't know if it's too brutal to say fuck them for that, but that is how I feel about it. Horror is a very beautiful space. It is a space where we can express our hopes, our dreams, our anger, our love for so many themes. It is a highly politicized space. It is a space that takes people away and allows them to endure along with you. And that is important. It is important for catharsis. It is important for storytelling. It is important for starting difficult conversations. It is also important for just being entertaining as hell. And all of you have taken such big, bold steps to make work in that field. And I frankly salute you and raise my glass to all of you for doing that. So thank you, everyone, for being not just part of this festival, but part of a really beautiful, centuries-old tradition of just making people feel a little uncomfortable. Let's just make art that makes people prickle a little, shift slightly in their chair, and wonder if their dreams might have some odd noises in them tonight. Because we deserve it. We deserve those challenges, we deserve those thrills, and we deserve to remember what light looks like against darkness. There's a lot of that around at the moment. And I know there's a lot of people feeling pretty fried over these things. This is a space where we get to come together as community, as friends, as storytellers, and have really incredible conversations with one another that are coming from flights of fancy that can bring people together very much firmly on the ground. So, there'll be another 10 years of this, and we know it.
Woo!
But thank you for this 10. It means the world to me. I know it means the world to everybody involved and the amazing team that are sitting, not just in this room as people who help make this venue happen, but as people who make this community and the art happen as well. All of them are part of this, and many of them are going to be on this stage this season, which is incredible. So thank you for that, guys. You have been awesome. We're going to do 13 days of absolute mayhem, yeah?
Yeah.
We're going to do 13 days of meaningful terror. And we're going to do 13 days together, making the fear happen with one another. Here's to you, here's to Brighton HorrorFest, and here is to one of the most beautiful genres in the world, the genre that makes everybody just quake a little bit more. Brighton HorrorFest 2025. Here we go!